nasty, tough-minded defensive players. Hassan Riddick, this kid out of Temple, that made a lot of noise in postseason in college football with the All-Star games and with the Combine. Just a workout warrior as well. Linebacker out of Temple. Hassan Reddick may be pegged at number 9 to the Cincinnati Bengals. And at number 10, I got all 10 in, man. At number 10, the Buffalo Bills. Last year, 7-9 record. Top needs, defensive back, wide receiver, offensive tackle. The departure of Stephon Gilmore could push cornerback to an early priority along with safety. The Bills are still looking for a bookend, a right tackle. They have holes at wide receiver that can be addressed probably a little bit later in the draft. But they also need a quarterback. And even though he should be the number 1 quarterback to come off the board, at number 1, if you want a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, this might be a landing spot for Deshaun Watson. Yeah. This might be a landing spot for Deshaun Watson. We'll keep our eye on that. You know, Buffalo doesn't have a problem with dual-threat quarterbacks. And Tyrod Taylor being their quarterback, man, signed him to a couple more years term on his contract there for the Buffalo Bills. Maybe Deshaun Watson could get drafted by the Bills and be the understudy. It seems like they really don't want Tyrod Taylor to be the guy for the long term. Maybe they get Deshaun Watson there, man. He studies under Tyrod Taylor for a year, and maybe he gets the position as a starter next year or maybe 2 years after. I don't know. So those are the top 10 picks in the draft this year. Got a couple more teams that I want to mention as well. We'll get to those later on in today's show. But in the chat room on Spreaker.com, by the way, you can call the show at 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@DougStewartShow.com. Reminder, please download the latest version of the app, of the Doug Stewart Show app from your app store. If you listen to the show on the Spreaker app, or if you listen to the show on iTunes, on your phone, whatever it may be, whatever phone type of device that you use, smartphone that you use, download and get familiar with the Doug Stewart Show app. When we make this move, which you're going to any day now, and I'm laughing, but I'm serious. I mean, we had all intentions to launch today, but when we do make the move, when we do launch, and you listen to the show on your phone through an app, you need to have the Doug Stewart Show app, the latest version, and it's version 3.1.1. I believe that's what, it's version 3.1.1. If you had the Doug Stewart Show app, you need to delete it and download the newest one, the newest version, version 3.1.1. That's the new version, all right? From Sandman, he says, I remember when Blockbuster tried to merge with Circuit City to stay afloat, both of them crumbled. Yeah. Yeah. From Coop, that's why all these writers are trying to get into the TV and radio industry. Yeah. Jamil actually mentioned something about that yesterday. Like, Jamil mentioned how she was a writer for whatever newspaper that she wrote for, and I think she said, like, the middle, like 2005, 2006, that she realized that the newspaper industry was dying. And so she had to make a move, and, you know, somehow she landed at ESPN and is doing her thing now. Yeah, you kind of got to, you know, look to the future, man. For Brum McDowell, Periscope was hot for a quick minute, and then Facebook Live blew up. Yeah. Oh, man, it happened so fast. Like, I love Periscope. But when Facebook Live came out, like, I'm so happy I didn't buy Periscope stock. Now, I'm just joking. I think Facebook or Instagram or one of those major social media companies, they actually own Periscope. So, I mean, it's probably no big deal. But, yeah, I mean, it happened so fast. What was the thing, MySpace? And I talked about this before. Do you remember when MySpace, when everybody, like, social media was a new thing with MySpace? okay? You remember everybody had a MySpace account? And it literally happened. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. It literally happened in 2 days where everybody went from MySpace to Facebook. 2 days. Like, it literally happened. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this. It literally happened overnight, 2-3 days max, where everybody that was on MySpace, that was my friends or whatever they called it on MySpace, was on Facebook. And I remember early in Facebook, like, getting friend requests, 200-300 friend requests a day. Like, that's how fast it happened, man. It was like a freaking snowball. From Wody whipped out my Tux 504. What up, Wody? Why you got on Tux? Yeah. Let me click on Wody's picture. Oh, Wody in a tux. I don't understand that. But he says, used to be a Blockbuster with your date walking that wall, knowing damn well you didn't care about what movie she picked, just really to get back to the crib. Blockbuster and chill. Yeah, that's true. From Sandman, he says, I get most of my sports info from 120 Sports and Bleacher Report apps. Yeah. From J. Clyde says, who else used to hide the movie they wanted to be behind the movies to make sure you can find out? I used to do that. So what J. Clyde is talking about is at Blockbuster, they only had a certain amount of the movies that you wanted to see. Like if you wanted to see, I don't know, Jaws, they had like 5 copies. Now, if the new movie that came out, this is for people that were born like in the last 10 years. So maybe I'm talking about young people. Like they had new movies, they'd have like 20 copies of the new movies. But an old movie that's still a good movie, you know, they'd have 1 or 2 copies. And every time you'd go, the damn movie would be gone. And, yeah, I used to hide a movie behind something and make sure I could come back and get it later. Hey, caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Morning, Doug Stewart. T-Dub calling from VA, baby.
T-Dub, what's going on, brother? Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning to you, sir. I just wanted to say good morning to the Stewards. I'm listening, but I'm not in the chat today because I'm heading to Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, go to these Penn relays. Little T-Dub be running 4x1, 4x4.
Okay, all right. So y'all driving. How long a drive is that from Virginia to Pennsylvania?
It's 300 miles from my house, so that's about 5 hours.
Okay.
4.5 if you're rolling. Little T-Dub already gone. He rolled with the coach.
Right.
So I'm rolling dolo. You know how that go.
Right. Yeah. Be careful, man. So Penn relay is this weekend. Little T-Dub, man, we wish him success and good luck.
Hey, I appreciate it, brother. One love to you.
That's what's up. My man T-Dub right there on the Doug Stewart Show. Sorry I cut you off at the end. Yeah, from 334 Bama Boy, 334 Bama Boy. Only time I watch ESPN now is Monday Night Football, College Game Day, and college football. Right, even before I talked about it earlier, the big migration over to streaming TV on Fire Stick or whatever. A lot of people had moved from ESPN to the NFL Network. You know, who majorly watch sports for football, which is king in this country. They moved over from ESPN to the NFL Network. So you've had that in play as well. From Wody, whipped out my Tux 504, laugh out loud, Clyde. My homie worked at Blockbuster, put stuff on the side for us. Wow. Ooh, you had to hook up right there. From Rough Bus Slugger, no, I wish I did. I think it's coming from China. From Denise Milk and Cookies XY, yeah, Rel, I started my essay last night. I'm struggling. What you studying, Denise? Hey, Denise Milk and Cookies, good morning to you. From Big Apple Bastard, I don't know, J. Clyde Laffala. I was hoping you'd tell me so I could make you the poster boy for ESPN groupies. From Thorny Switch, this has to be the stupidest ish. I don't know what Thorny's talking about. And Thorny, why on a Throwback Thursday, do you still got the dude posted as your profile pic with a towel wrapped up and stuffed down his drawers? Boy, from Rel Scott Trey, Subfolk, and coming up for the draft. That's right, Rel Scott's hometown. Rel Scott's in Philadelphia, PA. And, Rel, are you going to go and check out the draft live? How does that even work? Do you have to buy tickets or whatever? From Tiffany Sports and Heels, good morning. Looking for Thorny's Pace, laugh out loud. Let's see. From Big Apple Bastard, good morning, Big Apple Bastard. Big Apple Bastard says, picture Doug on ESPN talking about this stupid shit in the cafeteria about Beyonce. Then you wonder why they let the stews go, shaking my damn head. Well, that's fine, sir. I can talk about whatever I want to on my show. I have to tell you this over and over and over again. You talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about on your show. Right. I'll talk about Beyonce whenever the hell I want. From Kicking It with Kesey, those Android boxes aren't much better than the sticks. They are a bit better. Laugh out loud. They have more hard drive space and memory on them, so the performance may be a bit better. You don't have to reset the stick as much. Keep your stick clear, and it runs fine, though. Talking about the Fire Stick. That is one little issue with the Fire Stick, man, is every once in a while it'll freeze, and I'll have to, pull it out the plug and let it reset or whatever. But that only happens, I don't know, once every 5 days, if that. So it doesn't happen a lot, but it is a little issue. And, once again, now this is like a new thing. So I'm sure the next evolution of whatever Amazon Fire Stick they come out with, they're going to work out a lot of the little bugs. That's what happens with all technology. It just gets better and better and better. But for the price to pay and all of the TV that you get to watch and the movies and whatnot, man, and a lot of people got that Kodi where you basically can go back and watch every movie in the history of movies, it's well worth it. I'm a fan. Yeah. Andre Elam says, Doug have to blow in it like an 8-track tape. Laugh out loud. Or remember back in the day on what was it? Not Nintendo. The Atari. Remember on the Atari 2600, you have to pull the tape out and you blow into it before it would work again? Yeah. So kind of like the same thing. From Grego, keep your stick clear. You better. Oh, yeah, that pause. Hey, back in 3 minutes, more entertainment talk, more talk about Beyonce. That's right. Stay tuned, Big Apple Bastard.
It's just a way of life. It's just a way of life. What you like? What you want, what you like is keep it going. Keep working it and working it, working it and working it. Still don't stop, rise high, sky's the limit. Keep your eyes open, never hoping, steady scoping. Looking for ways to get paid, nothing's for joking. Like to laugh or mail, get your stuff, but you stand still and you couldn't believe that thoughts do achieve to bring reality. Most do work to get salary, like hurt worse than battery in agony. Whatever gotta do, feed your family. World is a tragedy, a mix up of events and formalities, no flattery. All against the grain, the ease, pain. The suffer is short, so maintain what you want in your life. Get it, set goals and trends, set it. By no means let it lose sight, don't forget it. Bless the child, my words known poetic. Extremes to rep it. One life, love, I live it in blaze with vision. Let's amaze, craze the rhythm, engage the mission. On my own post position, what you like, what you want, what you like is keep it going. Keep working it and working it, working it and working it. Still don't stop, rise high, sky's the limit. What you like, what you want, what you like is keep it going. Keep working it and working it, working it and working it. Still don't stop, rise high, sky's the limit. Only made one when they made this. Blood, flesh and bone, all I got, all I'm gonna leave with before you make me jump ship or deep six. I release hits, make sure the rip, word common and spit, buzz accurate. Chronicles of life, play your own risk. Life not a game, but each day bringing new twists. Handle display calm, you're the minute. See us set the stage for most who want live that glamorous, excitement type live. What you like? We still live in a world of tripe bids and shice kids, nice kids and life bids. Streets part of the uniform, we set it on. Chemistry